This is not a platform where normally we speak about streamers, but I think something that Cenat is doing is really interesting and is really worth discussing. And so Cenat did something called Streamer University, and it was a really interesting thing, and a lot of people are into it. I even follow some people who are there. Shout out to Cindy Gallup from Make Love Not Porn, and she's awesome. She was one of the people there. But as important as that is, and I believe this ended just before the AMA, so he was able to go in person. Uh, what's really interesting is that Kai made it clear that there were offers that he turned down for Streaming University. He decided to keep it independent and in-house. And I'd like to play y'all that audio and discuss that just a bit. This is from Revolt.
I'm going to say something real quick, man. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say some real shit because I haven't even given y'all any game for real. One thing I learned with this shit, bro. A lot of people have been talking about how this shit should be on Netflix, how this shit should be on or Amazon Prime should buy this, Tubi should buy it, somebody hire and they do it crazy. We already been getting talks with different people, but I want to go ahead and say this, bro. The idea like this so original. I'm gonna say something real quick. You gotta keep it where it's at. You wanna know why? I want y'all to learn something, bro. Y'all channels and who y'all are as a person. Y'all channels, y'all pages of being content creators, gang. This is y'all idea. This is your guys' stuff. You feel me? Treat your platform as if you would treat other platforms. Shout out to all these big platforms that have subscriptions, bro. Twitch, I think of it like this. If you're going to sub up, you're going to get some good shit. Y'all have the opportunity to make y'all platforms as big as other platforms that y'all see. They're all doing the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same exact. You got to keep it where it's at.
Right, so there it is. Kai talking about keeping it independent and keeping it where it's on his own channel, using the original concept and executing it as he sees fit. I think this is really important. I think it's great that Kai spoke about this. I think it's a beautiful thing that Revolt shared this. Love that for him, Kia says. Yeah, I love it for him, but I also love that he is passing on this message. Very often people run to a company, people run to an organization, people run to a deep pocket, as they say in law, for you to be able to get different things. Kai has developed a platform on his own, and he's also encouraging other people to do the same. So I love the fact that he is, yes, doing this independently, keeping it at the core of how he wanted it to be, but also Kai is encouraging all of his followers and other creators, other people with great big ideas, to control it and to think about things a little differently. That second slide where he's talking about how you look at your platform and how you build your platform, that's a key thing to say. A lot of people look at it as, I'm going on this platform or I'm going to help this brand, but you're also building your own brand. And so if you take some of this advice and look at things as, I'm going to create my own brand, I'm going to create my own channel. If you do something that's subscription based, there's lots of things you can do today. And I love that he's encouraging people to establish their own situation, not just feed the beast. And so I think this is great. And I thought this was worth shining a light on for other people, because I know some of the people who watch weeknights are also creators. I mean, most of y'all in the chat are doing the same. Kia says, I've been seeing some cool success stories from that move. You see, there you go. There you go. So yeah, you know, it's always a great thing when we see somebody who looks like us out there doing their thing and getting great success. But it's even better when those people are giving other people opportunities and giving other people the game, because a lot of things today are gatekept. And so giving out that free game is very helpful. Kia says, I don't stream, but it makes me want to tune in. There you go. you know? And so this can inspire other people in different ways. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I don't know if Tez is still here, but Tez is a streamer. And I'm sure seeing Kai do stuff like that is inspiring. If Tez is still here, feel free to chime in, brother. I'm going to take a sip of water and then we're going to get to our next topic because, I've been to the movies lately. All right. Now that I've had some water, that was definitely more than a sip. Let's talk about the movies. So I went to the movies recently and I saw a movie called Thunderbolts. I was there. Oh, David says the community is cool. Which community? Kai's community, or are you talking about something specific? All the days, really. What y'all mean by that? What you mean by all the days, really? What you mean by that, Dash? Well, all the days, really. What you mean by that, Dave? The community is cool. Expound, expand. Let us know. More, say more words. What y'all mean by that? And then once y'all respond, I'll tell y'all about Thunderbolts because it's time for a movie review. All right. Maybe they got gunshot. Or maybe there's a bit of a delay. Y'all didn't get to me yet. You missed the comment. I said they will sign you up for pennies and then you get stuck in a deal you don't want to be in. I didn't see that comment here, but I'm glad you did it again. Dash. David says, I think that the streaming university put together a lot of people that can network. Correct my wording with the second comment. I don't think your first one came through, Dash. But okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's true. Big organizations will definitely put you in a situation where you will be the person who gets the least of the profits. A lot of the record deals we know right now are 360 deals. A lot of the record deals right now, specifically, we know are 80-20, 90-10. Is gross. And we can only imagine that media companies are doing similar things because it's a dog eat dog world. And we also know that these companies are looking out for their own best interests, not yours. David, great comment. Yeah, Streaming University put together a lot of people that can network. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a great thing. I could definitely see him doing this on a regular basis. He also rented out an entire campus for this to happen. So there's lots of stuff going on with it. I didn't really necessarily want to dive in too much to that, but I did want to shed some light on the comments he gave um, about being independent and keeping your ideas the way that you do. um, so that way it could stay the way you intended it to be and not be diluted. And also so you could really continue to build your platform. Kia says 100, David. She is in agreement.